The favorite, the Nautilus was up.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that. It's so I don't think Guger's Nautilus has been great. We'll see how
Got some set plays that they have in order, sorted out for the early game. And once they run out of those, things tend to slow down momentarily.
And it makes sense. League of Legends is a beautiful game, but early on it's pretty, you know, pretty on rails experience. It's like a 2D platformer. You know, you're just getting from A to B.
Flashing.
It's good. So these type of plays, great. The problem is that once it opens up, you go from a 2D platformer to an open world game. And it's a sandbox. And
takes the journey there, and in comes Youngjae. That is going to be the ulti out from Sylvie. Oh, the walk up and light on fire tactic from Polu. Oh, I love that. Okay, that is had have occurred there, but instead he just doesn't press the button. Takes the damage, but still gets out.
What I'm trying to say is Fisher struggles even when he's ahead.
Yeah.
And he's currently not doing too hot. We'll see, this skirmish can be big. They have an Aatrox level 9.
Yeah, all right. They are keeping them at bay. The steadfast presence value is just absurd. Fisher stuns himself, going through all of these rocks, as finally the counter kill does come on in. The no fun allowed cone is going to be utilized, though. Shout out to Valdez as Morgan breaks the chains that bind. And he will get himself out. So it is one death on the side of the Bros, but now Envy taking matters into his own hands, taking them out of his hands, back in the hands. Let's see whether they can actually challenge for these grubs. It is going to be the first one going over to Nongshim. They can just back away if they would like to, but they're indecisive. They don't quite know. Another walk up and smite there from Polu, and that is going to result in a kill. Mihail, though, going crazy, and Polu's going to be taken down. Morgan now back to Mininar. Doesn't really want to do too much battle. Envy over the wall, cannot hit anyone with any fights. This has been going for so long, as now Fisher taking so much damage. The seismic shove is too good. Envy misses the mystic shot. Fisher going to get over the wall. Smoked down by the Sejuani. What is it with summoner spells from downtown getting the kills in this game? I think Bro kind of won. I don't know. What about you?
This is cinema, Atlas! We are watching it in furrow.
That said, Atlas, if you have these type of messy fights, Nongshim's vibing. Okay, they have Senna, they have Ornn, they have Azir. They're going to be feeling great. If you just get these type of messy front-to-back situations 10, 15 minutes from now, oh, you're going to be feeling very, very good about it. The problem is actually getting there. So I think these Drake takes are actually quite big as for the other thing. And one of the big weaknesses of Ornn in the support role is that he doesn't get nearly as much experience. So I think Gio actually has the right idea.
Oh boy. There's the wall. Poolbay is just on a tear, man. He's going to look for the center here. She does go into the miss, but the seismic shove is still going to come on through. The pesky minion is very annoying, but they're still going to be able to get another one off the back end. Guga goes down. And Sylvie and Jiwoo can actually defend here. The turret is very healthy, so it looks like that should be possible. And all right, rocks flying in, mystic shots flying past. Not too much more to be found here by the Bros. Still, message received. And they'll look for the Rift Herald.
This is a bit risky from BRION. Nongshim isn't.
Well, like this is what you've got to do though, because now as you know, as we release more and more champions, okay, we're going to be distracted by the video game once again, as now Poolbay could be in trouble. There's the flash ulti from Sylvie to hold him in position. Heroic charge is still going to be there. He does have the Seraphs. He's going to flash. Dawning Shadow misses. He's fine. Why did we ever think that he was going to go down? It was always going to be okay. There's a flash solar flare. Polu is a madman today and will be the one to pick up the kill on Amiha. Battle Leona.
Private Polu reporting for duty, shows up in the side lane, and BRION win the play. Miao ends up going down, and on the other end, they're not able to actually take down Poolbay. You think you can flank him? The man who invented flanking.
He was flanking you the whole time. And the back's going to get stopped there, of course. On award, not going to feel great. Top of the morning.
Atlas right now, BRION.
Wait.
Currently.
He just got hit by a stray boomerang.
It's
slow down.
Keep that pedal pushed down, okay?
To the metal.
Yes.
As it were.
I want to see madness.
High octane bro gaming.
You are cloud sold up.
Oh,
well, you're not yet, but you will be.
Quadra Cloud.
The speed, Atlas.
Because you say that when but that is to lure them into a false sense of they're going to win a 50-50 on a Baron fight, right?
Yeah, but this is, Atlas, this is a second dragon. It's, as I was saying, I want to repeat that.
Yeah.
I do not think BRION should get 4 Cloud Drake.
He knew that his team was not actually going to fight.
Checkmate.
And so he is just going to take an inhibitor turret. I don't know whether it's an inhibitor from this angle as Bro. Oh my god. They use the distraction of the Gnar taking down the base to just take the Baron.
Oh, they do know. We see the pings go down.
Yeah, this is also taking a
Nongshim is
really
aware.
long time.
It really is. Sylvie is there. You can't let Sylvie get into the pit. There
Okay,
are
so
still
now
2 TPs available.
Well, that is going to be Envy over the wall. There is the ultimate. And it's a flip, and it's won by Sylvie. He will die for it, but he'll be typing worth in all chat. And bro, they're just going to have to walk away. Some damage, but otherwise the Phalanx hasn't really been dented too much.
Oh, the problem here for BRION is that they have so much standing gold. And the moment these turrets fall, the gold is basically going to be even between the two.
Oh, yeah.
Jiwoo, he has actually at 81 souls right now.
Oh, there's the Glacial Prison, though. Jiwoo looking for that backline. Fisher can't get in. And there goes Sylvie. True Shot Barrage would have hit. We'll give him benefit of the doubt for that one. As Morgan's flashing over the Shuriman walls. And it is all crumbling down. Fisher just having to get out of there, but he has to dodge the house. Okay. As it turns out, you can dodge if you can dodge a house, you can dodge going to the death chamber. There was a dodgeball reference there. I didn't quite get there. As Bro are going to turn the tides on the stolen Baron. They'll take the inner turret down in this mid lane. Bottom outer does fall, but if that's all they're going to get, then it's not looking like a positive Red Bull Baron power play. And in fact, it is negative 90 gold. Which is going to extend.
It stalls the game, and that's really all it had to do. And is that enough? I want BRION to win, right? Like, they've struggled so much.
Upgrades, and it's not mythics anymore. You have to have your item in the correct slot so that you upgrade the correct item. Nash's is probably the right choice.
Yeah, it's Nash's, or I imagine Deathcap still very good.
Yeah, all right, we find the prison on to the center. In goes Polo, of course he finds that. Envy gets a good angle. The disengage does come in, but it's a little bit late. They're not able to save the center, and now there's barely any damage as Fisher is the only one, but he's taken boomerangs to the noggin. The steadfast presence of Sylvie is exactly that, but there goes Guga. He's going to get thrown back. Youngjae spends a little bit of a breather time in the brush. The Guga nowhere that he can go. The Sundisk not going to be doing anything. Envy wasn't even there, as there's the teleport ward set up by Fisher.
Isn't it a flash? He's dead?
Yeah, well, he should be. It's Sylvie moving on down as well. Envy's going to take a little bit of time to go down, but they do manage to kill the 80 carry. So it is 2 for 1. Inner turret falling on this top side. Bro probably able to say worth unless they start losing inner turrets. And Sylvie can take the Drake. Okay, here we go. This is the real value for Nongshim.
Oh, does it get the cancel? It would have been big. I don't know. With only where the gold lead is. The gold lead already isn't actually this big. Like, the Ornn items make a huge difference.
Yeah, they do. And there's already a couple of them on the carries here so far. Morgan hopping towards Mihail, who does press his World Ender button. He's getting so much of his health bar back, but that is going to be Morgan pushed away. Sterik's helping him stay alive. Speaking of staying alive, Jiwoo now with his Piercing Darkness, a pretty high level of souls. Yeah,
this is a really low cooldown on Mihail's ult, and this actually, Morgan takes so much damage before he goes into Mega, so it's actually quite hard for him. Should still be able to get the inhib.
Yep.
Because turrets defending, I think Mihail can do. Trying to win 1v1 against Mininar with Flash, definitely not happening.
So that is going to be inhib taken. Nongshim are going to start off the Baron, though.
They want to force a TP out of Morgan here.
See whether they can do that, because of course Mihail is there. So it's an honest 4v4, and Poolbait, he can find the wall angle, he can get themselves in there. They don't have a lot of information, but now they do. In goes the Talia. The Keeper's Verdict does come out. That is going to be the Baron, but now Morgan looking for the backline. Fisher has already taken down Polo, but is he going to die for it? The answer is not quite yet, at least. And does manage to shift the sands, but there's the crush. No flashing for you. The Lord has sunk his teeth in. But finally, Mihail is looking for the revenge, and he will get it. Envy trying to hit some of these mystic shots, connects a few onto Jiwoo as Sylvie fighting with Poolbay, but they get on top of Envy, and he is just a paperweight. And Nongshim, they get themselves Baron.
No
real kerfuffles as Mihail gets over the wall. Bullbait throws rocks at him. World Ender used very early. Maybe an opportunity.
Oh, look at that wave. Someone has to catch that.
Yeah, they do. There are so many supers. Once again, they just evict Youngjae. True Shot Barrage flies forward. That's going to be Cloud Soul coming in. Cougar just with the get out of here ram. Still, I mean, they're going to have to teleport to get towards this. In fact, there's 2
Can they get a cancel?
Well, Solar Flare comes in. Yeah, Cougar. Unfortunately for him, the teleport is not fast enough. And he is going to get taken
try
out.
and end. Just try and push on that wave. I think you just go for it.
Yeah.
This might be the last window that you get. Soul now picked up for Nongshim.
I think BRION have to send it. This has been having a solid Aatrox game. What?
I mean, it's
As I say that.
a Sylvie angle. It's a 0-4 Sylvie angle. As Mihail, Solar Flare going to come on through. Shield of Daybreak is there. The rest of the team are going to turn up. The seismic shot is too good. As once again they throw away this Sejuani, but top laner for support. I think they probably take that as now Youngjae. He is allowed to come back.
That's a big win, because that's going to line up nicely. The downside for BRION is that Mihail does have
Now
his teleport.
walking in circles, which is not allowing them to traverse a lot of distance at this point. But that's fine. Morgan looking for the flank angle. And he's stacking up the Naba. They just let him walk in. It's like they barely even noticed. True Shot Barrage is going to hit almost
The poke is good, Atlas.
Kind of is. Sylvie looking for an angle here. As the battle for the crab is continuing. Morgan distracted by a minion wave. Mihail does have a bigger health bar than the Gnar. Let's see what actually happens here as the Wallop is actually going to connect. Trying to cast on multiple angles is getting a little bit confusing here as Envy flashing out of the way of the Ram. They're doing a lot of damage to Polo, and now Mihail gets the angle. Envy over the wall, gets out of the way, but he's still going to be dead. And now the Nongshim hammer has fallen on top of the bros. They just needed you to wait another minute and a half. But instead, the Noodle Boys, they're going to push through a large amount of structural stuff and just, I think, win this game now.
No turret, no problem. They were just leaving them stand because they knew that there would be no opposition as late into the game. Nongshim get to the 40-minute mark.
That was Pulbe's first death.
Yeah, I don't think Pulbe was the problem with this one, Atlas.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's unfortunately a sense of dread within BRION.
Well, let's see. There is one Nexus turret and perhaps a dream. But maybe it's a nightmare unless Morgan could be the hero. Fisher says no, finds an Empress Divide that's really good here at the very end. And the Nexus will be taken. The Noodles. Sejuani at all, I never have. But we have seen it work in a lot of cases, even if it is an optimal synergy between the two.
The Yone makes, I think, a big difference in
Skates his way out.
Blades come through. Looks like the lane swap is going to be cancelled. Drake's taken. It's a relatively even trade across the board. Ultimates are
Is it big for them?
no, because now they got two
minions.
Both mid laners have TP. Should be able to make it over very quickly.
All right.
As Brendan Veldas with 1725.
Oh, 1725 looking good. G-Sun's already done. Brendan's done now as well. True Shot Barrage is going to hit some people. Not going to get too many results. Here's a teleport angle. The Lord might be able to find it. The quickness comes in. Polu's so incredibly low. Jiwoo, and there it is, 1737. That's the latest first blood we've had in a really long time. As Karis, he airballs the ulti. That might mean that it's over. As Bro, they're still fighting back, and that's a big health bar for Morgan. Now Nongshim just looking for the resets. Karis is going to get one. And Bro coming out ahead in the fight. They should be able to grab.
Round robin.
And so just to confirm, you are not the winner. Yundo was in fact the winner. If we're going to do the if it goes over, then you're definitely going to lose.
I think we give Yundo the win.
In the mail, whatever it is. As now we're going to get the charge. That should be outer turret secured here for Bro. Not a lot of response. Nongshim do have two Drakes to work with. There's
Does get spotted.
Yeah, that's a really good trinket. And Mihail has a phenomenal Naba to start this fight off as well. Samba already at about 50%, takes a house to the face as well, and that's generally a bad thing. As Youngjae gets in there, let's see whether the smite's going to work out. He gets it! The ulti's going to drag him out of there as well as the Empress Divide sweeps up the Yone, and now Morgan couldn't find a target because they were all dead. What a problem to have for the Bros as
And
they
Gio
wipe.
just died. Very unceremoniously. And the Ezreal struggle bus continues as Morgan might be in some trouble here.
Speaking of struggling, he's very dead. Really big time
Oh,
dead.
that's a big shutdown as well.
A lot of money over to the Gnar. That's without a first blood. Wouldn't it have been cool?
Yeah, I would have loved it. Would have been a very remarkable thing to have happened.
I would have really
Oh,
wanted to take it.
well, I mean, if they ran over as soon as possible, they definitely could have stopped them.
If there's anyone that's into turtle racing, let us know.
Well, they only got soul points, so Nongshim really don't want to give up this Nash. I imagine BRION just peel off, though. Can they, is the question.
Glacial Prison comes in. Nongshim say, nope, we don't want to get flanked, but
don't
maybe
know.
that's just what's happening. And Polu, the hero once again, 3 in the Maelstrom, will be sliced up from Mihail. Taking matters into his own hands. They take down Samba. Cougar is going to fall, but now it's all about Morgan. Can the Lord stand his ground and make way for the Emperor? And it looks like the answer is absolutely he can. Emperor's Divide was saved just to take down the Yone. And bro, they didn't commit to the Baron. They lost. I mean, Polu set it up, and they just weren't able to roll the bowling ball down, you know, the thing that they give kids so that you don't actually have to throw the bowling ball.
Morgan!
It's Morgan! He's going to get hit by Polka, taken out! He just pops like a little yodel balloon! And Polu was on the flank of a lifetime!
They got to do it. Nongshim is going to start
Oh, Commander Karras.
this. They don't know. Oh,
They're on it.
No,
Polu's on a control
yeah,
ward.
no, they spotted him. They know.
Okay, he's going to get walloped, thrown into the wall. Is this a steal opportunity, though, as Young Jae, he sets it up, Guga's down so incredibly low, but they just both explode. Karras is still there, they have a fair bit of damage. I don't know about that one, but there's still the ulti from Fisher, taking a lot of damage. Now the Sand Soldiers, there's the double, and now they're trying to fight this Baron. It's down incredibly low. Can they keep themselves alive? They will secure it. There's now Karras fighting against Jiwoo. The skate away there as in he goes once again and takes down the Ezreal. And Samba's still up. Not actually able to utilize it right now. Banana brush control well and truly there for Bro Polu. He can't engage. Just can't do it anymore.
Cougar, yeah.
And this is a very big look at that control. Oh, Nongshim, that was gorgeous.
And Jiu
Stopping to collect the Void Staff, very important, as you see all of these Negatron cloaks in the back pocket. So now, with this so many pings coming out here, is Sylvie just going to move on over.
Find the Yordle!
Oh dear, there's the ulti. He's caught. No Lightning Rush available, and he has no Arm Guard. There is no chance to stay alive long enough.
Oh, Atlas, there were 2 paths for him. If he takes the
Gotta say that something's not great if it's not really there, as Fisher is now trying to get himself out of the way. Oh, this Hextech Soul is so annoying. The quickness does come in, and they will kill him. He is definitely very dead. Can they find more, though? Is the question. Both Morgan and Karras to go for it at the same time. That's how it needs to work, because then Samba can kill everyone. Or he just gets engaged on. The exhaust comes down. Emperor's Divide is going to pick up a Mega Gnar. Samba's still able to get himself out of the way. There was a slicing Maelstrom. Basically forgettable, but Karras is still able to get one. He dies for it, but now Morgan is raining the damage in, and this should be the Zeri time. This should be the moment. But they're so slow. Oh, it's just heartbreaking. Okay, there's going to be the knockup from Young Jae. Permafrost comes in to stop him. And now Samba gets over. Fisher taking the chip damage. There's the knockup. And he wasn't the hero until that moment. And he's done it, as now Jiwoo just looking to chase them down. Morgan wasn't on vision there for the moment. It's an even trade, Chronicler.
And Nongshim is lucky that Fisher pulled that together, because Jiwoo, that's not my Jiwoo, man. I watched him miss a lot of Qs. Salvages it.
Yeah.
Fisher, as highlighted, as you said as well, hasn't had the greatest game, but that moment right there in a game as messy as this ends up being, now that's Baron, that's Elder. That might just be it. We're going to
ulti for ulti trade. Sylvie down to 50%. Yeah, like you say, Warmog's going to be playing a huge part. Bro's got to send it. We've been saying that Bro's got to send it the entire series, That's set in the wrong direction. Now the quickness comes in. The grand entrance is great. The Emperor's Divide to buy the space. And the bros now stand together. The Dragon getting angry. Cooldowns, one after the other, are falling for both teams. No one's really getting ground though.
LCPing.
Is it just going to be a 50-50 is the question. Look at these health bars, they're going so low. The Hextech Soul is so powerful now. Fisher finding an angle. Gets himself out, rebinds the Soul True Shot barrage, goes nowhere. As now the ulti's in. Samba gets one onto the jungle of Morgan. Morgan finding the angle, gets into the backline. Fisher going down so low, but the cannon is dead first. Samba goes down. And Nongshim, I don't know how it happened. It looked like it may not happen, but then it finally did. And Fisher's gonna dive on top of Youngjae. And I can't believe it's going to be a 2-0 for Nongshim when Bro were basically winning both games until they lost.
And that team fight. GU not having the best time, but he makes it work there. So much damage done by the Ezreal. He was eating in aggressively, playing like a maniac. The Hextech Soul getting so much value. That ends up, I think, being the biggest difference maker. Man, this game for BRION.
Yeah.
It felt so attainable, but that makes it worse, Atlas. So
really does.
close, yet so far. As Nongshim gets a 2-0.
Youngjae back.